Hey everyone, Kevin Richards here from Rock to Stage NYC here on YouTube and rpmvocalstudio.com on the web for voice lessons worldwide. Coming at you today, I got asked under one of my videos, what's the purpose of a vocal warm-up and what should they be concentrating on? Well, the purpose of a vocal warm-up is to stretch and make the voice pliable, make it sort of flexible. When we speak, we're using a very limited range of notes. We speak within a very small speaking range. So just speaking throughout the day is not enough to get the voice warmed up for singing, unless you sing everything within the range that you speak in, which most people do not. If you're singing outside that area, your voice needs to be stretched to that area. And this is not the same as training, where you would do very intense exercises over and over and over again. That would fatigue the voice in a warm-up. What you want to do is basically just stretch the voice out. Just kind of do it like a runner would stretch his leg muscles out. A swimmer, stretches out their arms and their legs and all that kind of stuff. Just because a static muscle is an inflexible muscle. So the purpose of a warm-up is to pump blood into the inside interior of the muscle itself and make it thinner so that it becomes more stretchable, more pliable, more flexible. This reduces injury. Now in voice, it's to do that purpose, and it's also to help you gauge what mood your voice is in. Because every day your voice will be slightly different. Some days it's a little bit easier to sing stuff you normally sing, and some days it'll be a little bit difficult. Some days your voice doesn't want to work at all. It just goes, nope. And some days it kind of needs a little prodding, a little coaxing to kind of get it to where you want. And some days it just works. Everything just seems to be right on. So you kind of want to know what mood your voice is in that day, and a vocal warm-up helps you gauge that or helps you figure that out so that you don't have that surprise on stage in front of an audience. You've kind of figured it out ahead of time. Now, my vocal warm-ups are always done at least 2 to 3 hours before a performance or a rehearsal. That way I have enough time also, if I find a particular area of my voice that say needs a little bit more coaxing to get it to where I like it, I have the physical time to work that area of my voice to make it where I like it. And then I have that down period of time between the warm-up and the performance to let my voice kind of settle in and sort of relax a little bit. And then when I get to the show, about 30 minutes before I go on, I will, if I have hopefully enough time, I will disappear into a bathroom or out in the parking lot, things like that. And I'll just do nice sirens, just restretch. I'll just restretch the voice out again. Because I did all the kind of things that I needed to get the voice where I liked it. I've already done that already. So I just kind of need to remind the voice that we're doing this kind of range of motion. And it also helps me kind of get myself physically and mentally prepared for the task of singing. You're kind of going out of speech mode and into singing mode. You're also preparing not only voice, but also your mindset of, okay, I'm ready to do this physical activity. You're kind of psyching yourself into the mindset of singing, as well as telling your brain, we're going to be doing these coordinations now. Because singing and speaking have slightly different coordinations and slightly different amounts of body involvement. So we need to prepare the brain and tell the brain we're going from that mode into this mode. So that it knows, okay, I'm going to be doing these coordinations and this amount of space in my throat, I'm going to be breathing a certain way. It knows what coordinations to set up to help you sing better. And that's also the purpose of a warm-up. There are people, yes, who can just go right on stage without a warm-up and just be able to sing and not have a problem. Ronnie James Dio was one of those people. He could walk from the bus right onto the stage and sing a great show. Those people are very few and far between. They do exist, but they're not the rule. They're really the exception to the rule. The vast majority of people need to do this kind of physical flexibility training and warm-up and pliability to the voice to avoid injury. This is why athletes have been doing it since the days of the Greeks. A swimmer will not go into the water and do a race. A runner will not do a marathon without stretching the musculature to avoid cramps and injuries and things like that. It's very important. Singers need to do the exact same thing because you're calling upon your voice to do more physical activity than it does during regular speaking mode. So there's your question. There's your answer. I hope that was helpful to anyone else who maybe had this kind of thought in their head. And don't forget to check out the links in there. You get a special discount to buying my vocal courses for being a watcher of this video and maybe a subscriber to my channel. Link down there. Also, if you want to take lessons with me and stuff like that here in New York City or via like this online, there's also a link in there and links to my playlists and stuff from my other videos. So check that out too if you can. Till next time, Kevin Richards. See ya.